Yo, 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 welcome to Improv Adventure Episode 6. That's right, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this time, so we've got an exciting day ahead of us. Yeah, boy! We're going to be taking your suggestions via Facebook and Twitter live as we go along throughout the day. But first, Sam, stop, collaborate and listen. Ding, 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 chicka, ding, 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 chicka, ding, ding, blink, blink, ding, ding, chicka, ding, ding, chicka, ding, chicka, ding, ding, blink. Break it! Yeah! Very good.
That's surprisingly energetic.
Yeah, nice.
Hello! As a starting point, Carol Sharp has suggested that we travel to the Isle of Wight on the ferry and find a funny-shaped pebble.
So we've come to Europcar, our trusty rental car company that rents cars, to get a car. We're going in a car. Alright.
Let's do it. Drive me!
Can you tell us any facts about the car?
Silver.
The Isle of Wight exists across a large body of water called the sea. As long as the boys avoid distraction, they'll get there in no time.
So we're passing the Military Aviation Museum, so we thought, well, we'll tweet that we're passing it, and if anyone says, go in, we'll go in. And James Lowy says, pull in. So we're gonna pull in.
So the boys took a totally necessary detour to a Military Aviation Museum.
A flight to catch.
Plain sailing from here.
I haven't shaved, I'm a bit harrier today.
Come on, mate, let's jet.
When naming an air vehicle, it's always very important to make sure that you call it something fearsome, to enrage the enemy and also to spark fear in them. Something like the Iron Chicken.
So we found an air raid shelter. It's interesting.
I press this for the air raid shelter experience.
I don't like it.
I don't think it's on.
That's sad. Unless it was just really normal and easy being in an air raid shelter.
With distractions out of the way, they were on with the adventure.
Butterflies and gardens! We saw a sign that said butterflies and gardens. So we're driving towards where the sign pointed.
Okay, so one more distraction can't hurt.
This is not as quaint and delightful as we'd hoped.
It's just essentially where there was a house, someone's removed the house, put a car park and said there are butterflies. We could be raped.
It's like being in Brazil.
So we've got to the butterfly place, and it also does birds and beasts, and it's not open until tomorrow, but they've let us in anyway.
Charlie, if there was a particular type of animal that you had a fear of, what would you say it was?
That's probably birds. I mean, I can take him.
We going then, guys, or what?
Sounds stupid, but they're not plants, are they? Now, we've had a tweet from Catherine Turner saying, do your best David Attenborough impression at the Butterfly Museum. It's not a museum, they're very much alive.
Here we have the Bananophorus canopolis, so called because it enjoys mating with rotten bits of banana. Here we have the I can't believe it's not butterfly. Here we have the Margarine loftus, so beautiful that it's tough to tell which is the butterfly and which is the flower. I think we figured it out.
Now on to the Isle of Wight.
Roman Palace!
Okay, so the guys saw a Roman palace, but after that we are definitely going to the Isle of Wight.
So we're here at Fishbourne Roman Palace, expecting some amazing ruins, you know, slightly bigger than ruins as well, buildings, and we found the oven and kitchen. This is what happens when you don't turn an oven off.
This is genuinely strangling me.
Finally, the guys get to the very necessary ferry port.
Now we've only just spotted that Simon Steggles has suggested that we spend the whole day in a French accent.
This is possible. Find the ladies in the white of the aisle. Charlie de Granville. I can be the French man.
I think Charlie's going to do that.
G, L, 5 is 5, is 4, 3. There's a half of 4.
Okay.
For the 4 person.
That's fine. Park into lane 4.
0, 9, 4, and 8.
And you got a reference number, yeah?
Oui, on the phone of the
that's
eye.
fine. Take those down.
On Charles Granville, Charlie Granville. So the office is right, there's across the coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Thank you. It's not to France, it's to the white. Okay, merci, thank you. Totally fooled him.
So there's Portsmouth,
And there's the Isle of Wight.
As the boys made their perilous crossing, they were asked to pretend that they were Kate and Leo from Titanic by James Stenning. We can all be grateful that they chose not to do the nude portrait scene. Anyway, back to the task at hand. The boys arrive on the Isle of Wight with only 15 minutes to find the Pebble that was their original mission before the last ferry leaves. With no time for a picturesque beach, the guys had to settle for a pub car park with amazing carvery deals.
Sam, how long have we been on the Isle of Wight?
7.5 minutes.
How long till the ferry?
7.5 minutes.
The guys finally risked life and limb to find the perfect Pebble.
Go miles away to Isle of Wight for this.
This is what we came all the way here for. This is £72.95's worth of rock.
So I still have to be French. So we're just on our way back from the island and we got this postcard and we weren't sure where to send it.
At I Cave In has suggested that Carol Sharp should get the postcard because it was her suggestion that set today's adventure in motion.
So we've actually just drawn around the Pebble and found out that it is the same shape as the Isle of Wight. So Carol, this one's for you. Now concludes our improv adventure. Thanks very much for all your suggestions.
It's been a wicked day. Now back to the day job.
See ya. Okay, so Dan Barnes, 1979, has said, pretend you're a stick-on Garfield on the window. Now, I'm sorry, Dan, but we don't have time for such silly suggestions.